Hello, Divine Soul Tribe. Welcome to my channel. I'm Divina Lumen. I'm back again with another message for you. Well, another reading. So, I've been picking up a lot of hesitancy because the desire to communicate is definitely there, but there's been a lot of hesitancy. I'm seeing messages being written and deleted, and then conversations in the masculine's head, how it's going to go. If I say this, what will they say? Oh, they'll just say this because of that, and but if I say this, they're not going to believe that, and well, how can I make them believe what because they mean it. And this is the torment. Look, they're on their journey, and the angel of strength is with them. Yeah, so they're trying to gather the courage and the strength. Now, some of you may have already received a message or messages or a phone call or a visit. Others of you are still waiting, but you know it's coming. All right, so this is going to be a bit of a split collective reading. So some of you may have had messages and started conversations, but it hasn't really been a conversation. It hasn't really been about anything. They're sort of, I think they're just, I know. They're working their way up to saying what it is they want to say. Thinking, man, they're constantly going over everything that could possibly, because they know the journey that they're on is going to lead them to the temple path. They're already on the journey, so as are you. And they're just thinking about the best way that they can come forward and have this conversation with you. So the ones that you haven't heard from your person, that's because they're still thinking about what it is they're going to say to get you to talk to them. Some of you might have them blocked, so they're probably thinking of ways to just contact you in general. Probably getting messages or from a different number, on social media from somebody else's profile, maybe a friend of a friend, whatever. But they're going to find a way to get in touch with you if you haven't heard from them yet. And the ones that have, they're working on how they're going to say what they want to say. So let's get some cards out and see what Spirit wants you to know. They don't want to mess this up because they know that their next move is potentially the door to personal healing and happiness. They know that walking away from everything that no longer served them and towards you is going to bring about this personal healing and happiness. So they're ready to take action. They don't want to mess it up like they have done in the past. Look, storm warning. These bloody moon cycles again. It's every reading at this point she comes up, the goddess of the moon. So like I've been telling you, these moon cycles, they have been creating the storms that are required, like the tower moments, required for your person to see what they need to see so that they can walk away from all the things that have no longer served them and come and take action towards you. But at the moment, they're in this anxiety. They seem to be all tied up in their head, but also as well, they're tying up the loose ends. This is what I'm picking up anyway, right? Something to do with the family dynamic, but what I'm picking up here is that this is what they want with you. Because that's what comes, on the other side of the door to personal healing and happiness. You can then have that happy family. Yeah? Some of you may have children together and you'll be reconciling and getting back together with your spouse, your, husband, wife, whatever. So there's, again, a few different storylines coming out. So, you could be reconciling your family. You could be having blended families. If you've got children, they've got children. But it doesn't have to involve children. Family is what you make it. Like, you're here now, part of my Divine Soul Tribe. We're family. Soul family. So your person's in this anxiety, like I said, look at the card. The person's like, oh my God, what am I going to say? How am I going to say it? Because the thing is, every moon cycle that's gone past, the full moons have been bringing the storms up in their faces. And then when the new moons come in, they have that more sense of clarity. So I'd say by the new moon, I don't really think it's going to be that long. before you hear from your person, because look, they want to walk through the door to romance. They're healing their sacral chakra. Look, the 5th chakra there. They're releasing their attachments so they can come and claim their cornucopia. They've been enlightened. And I keep telling you this. They've been enlightened. Right? So, what are they all tied up with that's creating this anxiety that's holding them back? Because I do feel that it's like tying up loose ends at this point. Because they've already done the walking away and they're ready to take action towards you. Because with these moon cycles, they've been gaining a lot of clarity. And they've become enlightened so that they can release themselves from these attachments. So they're no longer tied up in a way that they can't come towards you because they've walked away from it. But we all know that there are certain situations, and what's been going on in the collective just recently, a lot of people, there's been a lot of spell work, manipulation, you know, blackmail. There's been the most, right? So it's not going to be that easy for them to just walk away and just it's done. There are going to be loose ends to tie up, and this is what I think your person's worried about, like coming forward, telling you the truth, because the Ace of Swords is there, and you know, they're slowly coming toward. They are. But it is a bit slowly. Well, it has been slow, but they're ready to take action. So I'm seeing here that they're trying to tie up these loose ends here so that they can come towards you and tell the truth about what's been going on. Right, so, yeah, look, they're healing. The 4 of Swords with the Star card, they see you as their wish fulfillment. They know that, you know, you bring this light into their life, right? But they have to recover from all the things that they've been dealing with, these attachments, yeah? Because this is something dark that your person has been dealing with. So that could be a person or a spirit, quite possible. No, it's both. So they're figuring out a way to tie up those loose ends, yeah? Whilst in recovery from what they've been experiencing. Now, a lot of you, your person's an addict or has been an addict, is a recovering addict. So this is what they're trying to do. They're trying to recover enough to come towards, to be strong enough to come towards you. Part of that was walking away from these toxic situations, these attachments, because they've now seen the light. And they're ready to walk through the door to personal healing and happiness. Well, they've already done it. Yeah, look. There's people in the background of their life, your person's life, that's causing, like I said, chaos and conflict to try and keep them stuck. Look, there's a 23. That adds up to a 5 as well. So listen, there's big changes coming. Because the thing is, it can't be stopped. We see this the other day. The person sees you as wish fulfillment. They've been nothing but deeply in their emotions. Look, this is the moon card again. If nothing else, your person knows that you are the door to their personal healing and happiness on the other side of the bit that they have to do by themselves. So that they can come on in and have this happy family, something that neither one of you have ever really experienced. And this is what is scary. What if it turns out like the last time? Or what if it ends up like my parents? Or what if it ends up like whatever example they've been set, whatever life they've lived, it's not been a happy one. It's not been a fulfilling one. And that's what scares the crap out of them. That, you know, that they might end up sunken deep in their emotions again. That's why the purge. You've got to get out of that. Release it. Come back to the surface. They don't need that anymore. And that's what these moon cycles have been about. Clearing out the debris. So that they can move away from the things that have held them back. And that's what they're doing. They walked away. They got on the bloody boat. And now they're going to be taking action, but you've got your defences up. Which, you know, nobody blames you for that, because look, you was left confused and betrayed by this person. But the thing is, as well, because of this spell work that's been going on, your person's been confused and they've just found out that they've been betrayed by these people that are trying to keep them all tied up to the devil, stuck in their head, feeling small, out of balance, not being able to see the truth of things. But that shit's over now. This wasn't supposed to turn into a reading like this. Listen. The only thing holding your person back is how they're going to come through. This is the Five of Swords. How they're going to come through and not be defeated. But because look, this is them. What can I say? What can I do? They're not going to believe me. But they're in this energy now. Use your intuition. You'll know the difference in their energy signature. They've spent some time in solitude, thinking about how they're going to come forward. That's all they can think about. That's all they can think about. They've literally been planning the next 5 years of your life. Yeah? Like curtains, bed sets, fucking plates, cups, knives and forks. They've probably gone and picked out the wedding venue because that card keeps coming up. Gone and got the rings. They've probably gone and got the dress. Don't tell them right. And they're obsessed. They can't stop thinking about how they're going to make this happen. Because you know, because you're in this energy, they want to take action and they're like, oh God, I don't know how I'm going to do it. Right? Because they're in there, even though this is just a masculine stepping into their, their divine, well not just, but stepping into their divinity, right? Coming out of the distorted masculine energy. And that's showing that yes, this is indeed a reading about your divine counterpart, because that is the divine counterparts, okay? The Emperor and the Empress together, they were together, right? But they are still in their spiritual infancy to a certain degree, because they've just come online. You've been at this for years, right? And it doesn't matter how long you've been on the journey. You know, there's levels to this, as you know. They are still, so I'm 7D consciousness, right? But I've only just stepped into that. So in that respect, I'm a spiritual infant, even though I'm not. Like, if that makes sense, I'm new. Consciously, I'm new to that level. So, yes, they've stepped into their divine energy, but they're new to it. They don't know, all they've ever known is that distorted energy. But look, that's the 5 and the 6 of Swords. So they are going to take that action. It's not going to be long. And there will be an apology, and it will be sincere. Because Spirit said it's time for justice. Because they can see clearly now, the crown chakra is wide open. Wide open, that's too many. Look. You've been manifesting this, and they're manifesting a brand new passionate beginning with you, because they've walked away from the things that no longer serve. The thing is, as well, with the 8 of Cups, yes, a lot of the times it comes up because somebody's walking away from a situation, but it doesn't always have to be like a relationship. It can be a friendship, it can be a job, anything that's left you depleted and feeling empty because it's been sucking the life out of you, right? Anything like that, because that is you choosing to walk away from things that are holding you back, that are not for your highest good, and walking towards your spiritual path, what will serve you, what will fill up those cups, what will make you feel nourished, yeah? And your person knows that's you. So they've walked away from all this trickery and deception, because that is spell work as well. They've walked away from all of that because this is something that they've been manifesting and you've been manifesting. Yeah? Plotting and planning. But just use your discernment and be mindful. Check the energy. Do an energy check. You know your person's energy. So check it if it still feels off, if it feels wrong. Leave it alone. Do whatever it is you feel you need to do. You've waited long enough to the point where you did feel like this is going to be a missed opportunity, but Spirit said no, it isn't, because you are going to have this happy family. You are stable, traditional, solid, abundant in all areas. You've waited a long time for this, and it's on its way. You just need to be ready. This is the thing. You can't be in this doubting, indecisive energy. Because when you walk the path to enlightenment, you need to know where you're going, why you're going there. You need to be committed to this path. And this is the Hierophant, that's the God card. You need to be committed. You can't have any more doubts. You can't have people putting shit in your ear, this side, or you have to know and be in your inner know. And this is what your person is. Coming out of this energy, oh, what do I do? How do I say it? Da, 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 da. Been stuck in their head. But don't forget, they've been under a lot of spell work, so they've been confused. Yeah? But they're not confused anymore. So you can't be confused. Use your discernment. You're on the path. You're already on the path. That's why you're getting your gifts. Because you've done the work. There's still a little bit left. Well, there's always work to do. But, are you committed to your path? Because the communication is coming on in. This is why we've had the hesitancy, because of all the things that have gone on in the past, the childhood wounds, those toxic relationships, the toxic patterns, all of it. The narcissistic patterns, which is a spirit that you've got to break out of. So expect the communication. And travel. There may well be travel here, because like the Six of Wands is travel as well. So you may be going away together to celebrate, coming together in this union. Because look, this isn't just your person, this is you as well. Ego death, judgment. You released all the things, you released all the old aspects of yourself that held you back, that kept you grounded. This is you now. This is who you were. Look, liberation, that's liberation. That's your higher self. That's you leaving behind this 3D shit. Congratulations to a job well done. Your person's doing the same, not on the same way you are or at the same pace, but they took a leap of faith. And they're going to take, or they either already have, or they are just about to. But they're coming towards you. You've done the work, they're doing the work. Spirit's saying that they've done the work. Because this is, people are, oh, this is the end of religion. Actually, yeah, it is. The end of the old toxic cycle that you found yourself in, allowed yourself to be in. It's the end of that shit, because both of you have done the work to a certain degree. I mean, your person's got a little bit more work to do than you, because they're only just coming into this energy, whereas this is you in a layer of these energies, because that's just releasing another aspect. That's leaving behind another aspect. That's you, your higher self. Yeah? This is just a vessel. Right? So that's why your person's been holding back, because they're worried about all the things that they've done in the past, all the behaviors that they've displayed, all the cycles that you've gone through, all the patterns, and all the things that they've done, because they've been gaining the clarity and they've been seeing the truth of the matter. They know they need to come correct. They know there's no other way. So if you've got the tiptoers have already started, brace yourself, because I'm telling you there's going to be a big emotional dump on, well, not dump, but you know what I mean. It'll just come out. Once it starts, it won't stop. The others of you, it's incoming. It's not going to be long before it comes in. And either you'll get the tiptoe and then the dump, or you'll just get the dump. Either way, it's coming. Because they've been enlightened. That's the 7th chakra, all the way open. Archangel Uriel. Yeah? Because they've been releasing these attachments to come towards you. Because they want to talk. They're just trying to figure out what to say. Because they ain't never let go. So they're going to come. This could actually be like home move. Because there is a lot of travel, movement here. So, and even the Ace of Wands is what it could be like, you know, a new home, relocation. So some of you may be moving. Some of you may have already moved. There's a lot of movement, and it's not communicate. Look, things are going to happen quite quickly. Once it happens, it's going to be like, and then, oh shit, how did that happen? You know, like the relationships that you should never have fucking been in because you jumped into bed with them too quickly and you got dickmatized or snatched. You can't stand them, and the only good thing about it is the sex. It'd be like that, you know, that point when you sit there and you're like, why am I even here? How did this happen? I mean, it won't be in a bad way, but it'll be like that, like, shit, right? Like, literally, because you're held in a high honor. 2222 on the clock. Yeah, you're held in high honor. So don't overthink it. Like your person, because they're concerned that you're not going to accept their offer. But they want to come on in and give you a gift. Now that gift keeps coming out. So they might, you know, because you're held in high honor, they hold you in high honor. They do. Because they know who you are now. They've been shown. Because look. They're concerned that you might not message them back, or you have messaged them back and you've told them to bugger off, piss off or whatever, right? Go away or leave me alone or whatever it is. So they're concerned. They're concerned because you see them as a false person because of the way they've behaved in the past, but they're not. They're coming on in as an official person. I told you. They have stepped into their divinity. They have released those things, those aspects of themselves that were holding them back. They're leaving behind the 3D aspect of themselves and they're ascending. They've been going through the dark night of the soul. That's the back and forth that you've had. They know that you're the light, but they keep slipping back into the darkness. It's almost like, it's almost like trying to leave the party and people say, oh, come back and have one more drink. Come back and have one more drink. You're out the fucking door, you're in the taxi, and they're like, oh, come on. It's like that. The intention is there. They want to go home. They want to come home to you. But they keep getting called out the flipping taxi. Come back in for one more drink. But they don't want any more drink. They've left that behind. They're in the Emperor energy now. They're not that false person that they once were. Right? They're coming in to message you as an official person. Right? Unexpected income. I'm telling you, they're coming on in. Right? And this is going to bring great fortune because you are the privileged lady. You are. Because you're held in high honor by the Most High and your person. and they've now matured. Yeah? I mean, they're still a spiritual infant, but they're maturing in themselves in the respect that they're no longer going to keep playing these childish games. Now, I'm not saying that they won't slip up from time to time, because you have to remember that's their basic program, that's their default setting, so they're going to slip up from time to time because it's old habits. It's like if you decide that you're not going to bite your nails when you're nervous anymore, and then one day you find your finger in your mouth, it's because it's a pre-programmed response. You won't even realise you're doing it. It's autopilot. So these are things that you check at the door. No, we talked about this. That's not acceptable behaviour. So I'm going to ask that you correct it and explore why you keep doing it. It's shit like that, you know. Don't react to it. Respond and work with it. Because this person, look, I told you. Look, this person, your person is not playing. They've changed, right? Because they've suffered bad health to get on their journey. Now, this bad health that they've been experiencing is bad spiritual health and bad mental health. Because that comes with demons and dark spirits. But I digress. This is not that kind of reading. Bad spiritual health, they're recovering because they got onto their journey, and they know they know that you're their perfect match. You're their spouse. Look, they're on their journey, right? Their old life is dead. They're becoming a spiritually wealthy man or woman. It's masculine energy. Just take it as it resonates. So I'm just going to get a couple of other cards, and then I'm going to wrap this up. So let's have a look. This sneaky shitbag keeps popping his head up. Look, I mean, yes, your person is slightly obsessed with you, but you need to be mindful. Be mindful around these damn moon cycles, because these people are out here looking to look. Do you know what? I'm gonna do another reading, because I'm not ending the reading like this. I'll leave those cards there. That will come out. I'll do that in a bit. I'm gonna end the reading with a different deck, because I'm not doing that. This is a nice reading. So let's get a message from the Romance Angels deck. Okay, how we see? That shit I'll do later. Oh, in a minute. Marriage, religious factors. Listen, this is divinely guided. This is one of my twin flame cards for me, anyway. As a reader, everybody's different or how they resonate with their cards. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. That's going to be something to do with that, the religious cult, society, underground, whatever that crap is. We're getting to that later. But this is your spiritual path. This is your God-ordained spouse, yeah? What does Spirit want you to know to close this reading out? I'm going to see you can run it. Very soon. When's it coming? Very soon. Why? Because this is your destined path. Your God-ordained spouse. Your listen, I'm not religious, yeah? I'm spiritual. But this is coming in very soon, because it's your God-ordained spouse, because this is part of your spiritual path, and you already know that this is your person. They know that you're their person, because look, I'm going to end it right here. You both deserve love. No matter what's happened in the past, you both deserve love. So, until next time, stay divine.